Hey guys, this is MTG Degree. My name is Luke, and today we're going to talk about a very important topic, and that topic is counterfeit cards and how to spot them. Spotting counterfeit cards is very important because they are illegal, so you will get game losses if you are caught playing with them, and they're worth nothing. So if you have a counterfeit card and you traded a significant portion of your collection, it feels terrible when you trade into a playset of Tarmogoyfs to realize that you're just down $800 solid. Additionally, spotting counterfeiters quickly is great for the Magic community. If you're ever at a GP or something and there's someone selling counterfeit cards, then if they're spotted, then Wizards can deal with the situation immediately. Now, one thing to note in this video is that I won't have counterfeits to show you how the counterfeits truly act. And the reason why is because I don't want to buy counterfeit cards and support them in any way. Alright, so the first test we're going to go over is what I would consider the most extreme test, and that is the rip test, which is quite like what it sounds. So when you look at a Magic card, it's got a front and a back, and these are assumedly printed separately. Then a glue is placed between them very thinly, and the layers are pressed together, right? And the glue that they use is blue, or at least that's how I understand it. And so when you take one of these cards and you rip it in half, you get a very perfect blue line right along the rip, and that is put there specifically for Wizards to tell when something is counterfeited. Many counterfeits don't have the blue line. But this is really the most extreme option. So really you should probably be bringing a card to like a head judge from a vendor or something and having him rip it, or some jazz like that. If you just barely suspect that a card is fake and you rip it, that's probably not the best plan. Now, when counterfeiters are making cards, they want to make cards that are pricey, so usually we don't want to go around ripping them. So, for example, the Snapcaster Mage, if I was trading for it, I wouldn't just go and rip it, I would do some other tests. So, one of the well-known tests is called the bend test. So, when you take a fake card, many of them won't pass this test, which is, you take the two sides like this, you begin to bend it, and if those two edges meet, and you can undo it, and it stays like a normal Magic card with no creases, then it's very likely real. It's very hard to make these cards that are so thin out of cardboard that won't retain a crease after such extreme bending. You really need to have high quality materials, which is what Wizards uses. So let's take this Snapcaster Mage and show you guys what the bend test looks like. Now there is one problem with the bend test that makes it less than ideal, and that problem has been stated by Wizards, which is a card will only pass the bend test between 8 to 12 times before finally folding. It is a piece of paper after all. So if you're trading for something like a piece of Power 9 that's gone through many bend tests, the bend test is probably not what you want to go for. Our last method is the least invasive, and that is called the light test. So all you need really is a phone, because you've got a little flash in here, and so if you get a flashlight app, then you can turn that on, and you're going to pass the light through a Magic card. Now, when you do this, it'll act much like a dollar bill. You'll see both sides at the same time, and that little blue layer in the center will add a slight blue tint throughout your searching. My favorite way to illuminate while doing this test is to have the card facing you, and to try to read the word magic on the back of the card using the light. This is very easy to pick out, and you can see that it's consistent all the way across the card. But what does a counterfeit look like under these conditions? Well, the first thing is that it might pass less or more light than usual. And if that's the case, when you're comparing it to a regular card, you can tell that it's counterfeit. Another thing that shows up often is that blue layer, that adhesive layer, is very splotchy in the counterfeit. And the reason why is because Wizards applies a very perfectly thin layer of glue, whereas the counterfeiters do not, and so they make little pools. When they do that, your light shows where the little globs of glue are. Because of how sensitive your eyes are to light, and because of how well made a Magic card is, You can tell a counterfeit card very easily using this method. This is the method I would suggest you use whenever you guys are trading for high value cards or cards that are big staples in their formats. I hope this video is useful to you guys in your future trades. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that button. And if you aren't subscribed yet, hit that button too, and you'll get all the new content coming at you. This has been MTG Degree, my name is Luke, and I'll see you guys next video.